Ok. Après ça, on finit, je vais une vidéo à Bablondon. Okay.
Yes.
Riley.
Yes, I'm here. Malay.
Israel.
Yeah, I'm là, vous attendez?
Non, mais t'as le sous-titre.
Israel.
Yes.
All right.
You're doing it.
Brother Dunbar.
You all ready to go?
Yes, Brother Dunbar.
Okay. So how many people in this class now?
Sorry?
How many persons in the class?
Actually, we are two now, sir.
Huh?
Two. Me and Brother Israel, but Brother Warren, Brother Wood supposed to be part of the
Boy,
class.
I'm not hearing you, I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
Huh?
Can you hear me now, sir?
Barely.
Barely?
Yeah. What happened to the globe?
What
happened to the globe?
We are checking, sir. Lemon capitalism. No snowball.
Is my name?
Yes.
Can you hear us well?
Yes.
So what happened to Brother Dunbar? Well, check your volume, sir.
Brother Dunbar.
Hello?
Try checking your volume, sir.
Huh?
Try checking your volume.
My volume is to the maximum.
Oh, well, Brother Israel says he can hear us well.
Huh?
Brother Israel says he can hear us well, so I'm not sure. The problem is not on our side, sir.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Israel is in this class?
Yes, sir.
How? Who put you in here? I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think it would not be good for you personally, because the subject that we are doing now, you have missed out so many lessons, and I think it would be unfair to have you in this class, because when you drop out, which lesson were we at that time when you drop out?
Let me see, try, sir. Lesson 9. I remember.
Lesson 9.
Yes.
And we are at lesson 22.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? Lesson 22. And so it is going to be difficult. So something else will have to be worked out. I'll have to talk to Brother Kiddo today, or Brother York. I spoke to Brother Joel already. But I have to speak with Brother Kiddo today because you will be just going through this class and obviously don't understand anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Greek is like this, you know, it's like you dig a foundation and you start building on the foundation. And right now, your foundation is from lesson 9. You don't have any from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Because you don't understand about participles or anything like that. So I don't know. But you can still sit and see what happens. So look, so we'll see what happens. Welcome back to school.
Yes, sir.
Full-time.
My advice, sir, is if we can have another class like you did for Sister Hooper in the afternoon. Yeah, like a class for personally me. You understand? So I don't know if you can do that just to recapitulate.
Well, we will see. Well, something has to be worked out, but to fit you into this class now, it's going to be hell on wheels. I can tell you that. Okay. All right. Let me get Solin now. Solin?
Yes, Brother Dunbar.
What if you take up the globe in your hand, Miss, Talk now.
Yes, sir.
Talk. Talk now.
Still not hearing, sir?
Just a little better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure why.
Okay. Well, the technology is taking knowledge from us. Okay. Let's look at the that is Oris passive participle.
Yes, sir.
Okay. When we talk about Oris tense, what are we talking about?
For instance,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
past.
Past action.
Yes, sir.
When we talk about passive.
When we talk about passive, it is like the subject is being acted upon.
When we talk about participle, what are we talking about?
The participle is it is formed just like the
It's a
perfect
verbal noun.
Yes, sir. A verbal noun.
Of a verb and a noun.
Yes,
or
sir.
a verbal adjective. Verbal adjective, I mean. Verbal adjective.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, just you had a good holiday. You were well rested in spite of the fact that there was turmoil in Haiti. So many things, so much things happened there, negative things, the assassination of the prime minister, and the earthquake,
The president.
and the rain, the flood, and all that is happening there now. Hope that it is not having a negative effect on you, that you can still focus adequately to do your work without being distracted.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I release, dismiss, the first word.
Apoluo.
I greet.
Aspasomai.
Desire, longing.
Epitomia.
Time, season.
Kairos.
Remaining, other, rest.
Loipos.
Blessed, fortunate.
Makarios.
Middle.
Mesos.
4.
Tokos.
Sabbath, 7th day.
Sabaton.
Salvation,
Soteria.
need,
Crea.
time,
Chronos.
chronos,
Chronos.
Chronos. All right.
Yes,
Let me
sir.
try Israel and see how well it can fit in. Here in Israel,
Here, in.
here in.
Ode.
Huh?
Ode.
Who?
Who they?
Who? H-O. Who they?
Ude.
Who they? Water. Sorry, our.
Ora.
Hura.
Hura.
So that.
Uste.
Who? Yeah. Who? H-O. Who? Hoste. Hoste. Okay. Read for me, Solin.
Yes, sir. First aorist passive participle. This participle is built on the first aorist passive stem. For luo equal eluth, the augment does not appear in the aorist participle. See lesson 21.3. The endings used are third declension for masculine and neuter and first declension. For example, glossa. For feminine, thus, you form the first aorist passive participle in the following way. Aorist passive stem without the augment. Luth plus epsilon or epsilon iota for the feminine plus nt plus ending equal luth or lutentos, masculine genitive singular.
Okay, before you go any further, let's reverse. Have you seen the 2 footnotes below there?
Yes, sir, I do.
Is what? Read it.
Oi, loipoi, used as a substantive means the rest.
Okay. And
Or,
remember what is a substantive?
yes, sir.
What is it?
The substantive is like an article or an adjective, but you don't
Any
have the
part of speech
article.
that is used as a noun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you talk about the rest or the remaining ones. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Look at this second one.
The masculine nominative singular experience contraction and lutentes, which equal to lutes.
Do this. Okay. Let's go back now. So this participle is built on the first aorist passive stem. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. The aorist passive.
Explain that to me then.
It is saying that the aorist passive participle is built on the first aorist passive.
Okay. Give me an example.
All right, let me see.
Okay. I'm going from my other Greek book. So come.
Yes, sir.
Can't find that other book. Okay, sorry about that.
Yes,
Are you back?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, so what is the first aorist passive stem?
Like, you mean for all the verbs or one?
I know you're
They are
supposed to
not
tell
the
me what is
same.
the first. It says the participle is built on the first aorist passive stem. What is the first aorist passive stem?
Then tau, epsilon, and
Huh?
nu. Tau, epsilon, and nu.
That zoom is low. Yeah, first aorist passive stem is what?
Yes, sir. I was saying theta, epsilon, and nu. Thin.
Okay. First aorist.
Yeah, like for luo, it was a luthen, but we forget about the augment, which is a, and we have luthen.
Okay. Israel,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
do you understand what Solon is saying?
Not yet, sir, but
Not yet.
not yet.
Okay. So the first aorist stem, it says this is built on the first aorist stem. And the first aorist stem is found on lesson 17. Solon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're all right. Okay. So that's how it is. It has the TH. Is it lesson 17?
Yes, sir.
Miss voice card.
Always and future passive indicative, sir.
Yeah. So as you go, you need to bear in mind that it is built on the first aorist passive, and it is first aorist and future passive.
Yes,
so the form of the first aorist passive is mentioned there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
First aorist passive, 78. And luthen. Okay. What's the difference between the first aorist passive and the aorist passive participle?
For the aorist passive participle, we don't use the augment.
Right. There is no augment.
Yes,
while the aorist passive has the augment. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Let's move on then. Look at first aorist passive participle. Just say them out for me.
Oh yeah. For the masculine, nominative, vocative, luteis. Genitive ablative, lutentos. Dative, locative, instrumental, lutenti. Accusative, lutenta. For feminine singular, luteisa. For the nominative vocative. For genitive ablative, it is luteis, luteses.
Luteces.
Luteses. For dative locative instrumental, lutese. Accusative, lutesan.
Okay.
Neuter, luthen, lutentos, lutenti, luthen. Now for the plural, masculine, lutentes, lutenton, lutesi or lutesin for the movable nu, and lutentas. For feminine,
Lutecia, lutesin,
sorry, sir?
Yeah, continue.
Yes.
Not on this at all.
Luteson.
This is
Luteson. Lutes. Lutesais.
Yes.
Lutesas.
Okay.
Neuter. Lutenta. Lutenton. Lutesi. Lutenta.
Okay. So this is the form for the
First aorist passive
first
participle.
aorist passive. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And if you notice now, we are looking at the second aorist passive participle.
You are muted, sir. Now you turn off the video. Brother Dunbar, you're still muted. All right, good now.
Yeah. Okay, it's good now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah. So have you noticed the difference between the first aorist participle and the second aorist participle?
Second aorist participle.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can remember.
Okay. But no, you could just look at the examples, look at the form, and see if you could see any.
Yes, I mean this one is for aorist passive participle.
But now we are looking at a second aorist passive participle. What's the difference between the first aorist passive participle and the second aorist passive participle?
Oh, all right. So there is the emission of theta.
Right.
Omission of theta.
Right. So the second aorist doesn't have theta.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So read for me the second aorist passive participle now.
Second aorist passive participle. The second aorist.
Your globe song like it's a globe now. It has improved.
Oh, well, I'm not sure why. It's still in my hand.
Yeah, it just come up loud all of a sudden.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah.
The second aorist passive participle is formed like the first aorist, except for the omission of the theta. The following paradigm of Apostello illustrates this. Second aorist.
Put down the globe, let me see now. Put down the globe, let me see now.
Yes, sir.
Talk now.
It's still good.
Yeah, it's good now. Right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
That's improved. Yeah, go ahead now. Okay.
Yeah. Second aorist passive participle of Apostello. Singular, masculine. Aposteles, apostalentos, apostolenti, apostolenta. Feminine, apostolesa, apostoleses, apostolese, apostolesan. Neuter, apostolen, apostolentos, apostolenti, apostolenten. Plural, masculine. Apostolentes, apostolenton, apostolesi, apostolentas. Feminine, apostolesai, apostoleson, apostolesas, well, apostolesais, apostolesas. Neuter, apostolenta, apostolenton, apostolesi, apostolenta.
Right. So that's the form of the second second aorist passive participle. And then you could be readily distinguish the difference between the first and the second. The first aorist have the theta.
Yes, sir.
The second aorist doesn't have that.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
But if you notice that it is basically the same form except for the exclusion of the theta.
Okay, sir.
Right, continue. Function of the first aorist participle.
Function of the first aorist participle. The aorist passive participle expresses action antecedent to the main verb, similar to the other aorist participle.
Okay, when it says expresses action antecedent to the main verb, what does that mean?
It is like it replaces the main verb.
No, the action takes place before the action of the main verb. Like while entering, he so and so.
Oh.
While entering, that's a participle. While entering, the man walk out. Walk is the verb, that's the main verb. Okay? So the action has already taken place. Okay? He has entered.
Yes, sir. I was giving it like in the sense of pronoun. When you use a pronoun for a noun, what you use is being called the antecedent.
Okay. Well, yes. Well, we know the antecedent is the noun. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. The passive voice indicates that the subject receives the action. The kind of action is undefined. For example, Dielton de ten fugian kai galatiken koran. I don't see this clear.
K-O-L-U, kolu.
Yes, sir.
Colutentes.
Koran.
Colutentes. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
colutentes. Colutentes.
Koran colutentes upo tu agiu pneumatos la lesai ton logon en te eja. They went through the region of Phrygia and Galatia when they had been forbidden by the Holy Spirit to speak the word in Asia.
Okay. So what is the participle in that sentence?
The participle. All right, let me look for it. Colutentes.
Okay.
Let me see. So I'd like to find out the antecedent
Okay.
that we have
No,
talked.
but read what it says. The passive voice indicates that the subject received the action.
Oh, okay, sir.
The subject received the action. Okay, and what is the subject here?
The subject.
They
I mean,
They went.
yes,
There
sir.
is a subject here.
They.
Right. Yes. So they
Had been
went
forbidden.
through the region of Phrygia, and when they had been forbidden.
Forbidden, yeah.
So therefore, an outside force was acted upon the subject. Somebody forbid them.
Yes, sir.
Right. So the passive voice indicates that the subject received action. And in this case, the subject received instruction telling them not to speak.
Now, what about when he says the kind of action is undefined?
Yes, same thing, same thing.
Because I know what the action is.
Yeah, well, that's,
They were
yeah.
forbidden.
Huh?
They were forbidden not to speak in Asia. I think
Yes.
that's the kind of action that they
Well,
make.
they were forbidden by the Holy Spirit. That shows that the Holy Spirit was acting upon them.
Yeah, so now this means that we can define the kind of action, but it says the kind of action is undefined. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes. How long were they forbidden? We don't know.
Oh, okay. So that's the sense of it.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. Genitive absolute.
Oh, this is a tough cookie right there. Continue.
Yes, sir. A construction found frequently in the New Testament is the genitive absolute. This consists of a participle and a noun or pronoun in the genitive case that are loosely connected with the remaining sentence. In a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun or pronoun used with the participle. The difference can be seen in the following examples. Now, aipontes tauta oi apostoloi apelton. Genitive absolute construction, no or. First of all, the English translation, when they said these things, the apostles went away.
So is this genitive absolute? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, and why you say no?
Well, surely, I don't know. I'm not sure. I just see it here, so.
Well, go back and read 22.5 again.
It says a construction found frequently in the New Testament is the genitive absolute. This consists of a participle and a noun, in the genitive case that are loosely connected with the remaining sentence. So with the rest of the sentence. In a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun or pronoun used with the participle.
Okay, so let us see if we can trace that now.
The apostolic.
The noun is pontes.
Oh, I
Okay.
see that. It's
Yeah?
like we have two sentences in one sentence, like
Yes.
the main sentence, but each part are not related to each other. It's like they can stand on themselves. Like for the first one, it says, when they said these things. Now the second said the apostle went away. But when I look at the second example, it says when the disciples said these things, the apostle went away.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
So,
it's still flu.
yeah,
It's still flu, sir.
it's still what?
Flu.
Okay. Israel,
Yes, sir.
are you there? Are you understand anything?
Yeah. I'm trying to understand, but not yet.
You see, because I love you and I want you to pass, I don't want you to be up here struggling. I want you to be in a class where you are understanding. So hopefully you will have to be in class with so what's her name? Hooper?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. Okay. But you'll be you'll be the star in that class, so don't worry. Okay. Solin, what we have to look at it is looked at what is called the look at what is called the genitive case. It says in a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun or pronoun used with the participle.
Oh,
Okay.
I get
Okay. Right. And the construction of the participle, it says this construction of a participle and a noun or pronoun in the genitive case that are loosely connected with the remaining sentence. So notice, oipontes is the what? Participle. What case is that?
genitive.
Norman, nominative.
Ipontes, sir.
Yes.
Oh, all right. For the feminine or second declension? No, it's not second declension.
Oipontes is
First declension.
no. Oipontes is what? Remember, oipontes is what kind of participle? Is it oris, second oris, or first oris?
All right. We are talking about participle.
Yeah.
You said, is it first one or second one?
Yes.
This is the first one, sir. First always, because it has the augment.
All right. Let's see. And then now, 60, I see. Okay. So oipontes. Celine,
Yes, sir.
do you have a copy of the analytical lexicon?
No, sir.
Do you have one?
No, I don't.
Are you seeking to get one?
Well, I'd like to.
Okay.
There were one in the library, but I'm not sure who is using it now.
Okay. Well,
I did not see it for a while.
and I think Maxim has one, right?
I will ask it. I will ask him later on.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So if you had one, then I would have asked you to go out there and do some, use it, just to get some things clear in your mind because it helps.
There is none of them in the back of the book that we are using now.
No. None of them is in the back of the book.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Well, I don't have it for now.
So read the construction again about genitive absolute.
Yes, sir. A construction found frequently in the New Testament is the genitive absolute. This consists of a participle and a noun or pronoun in the genitive case that are loosely connected with the remaining sentence. In a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun or pronoun used with the participle.
Okay. So oil point test is what kind of participle? Is it aorist, first aorist, second aorist, present participle, whatever?
Earlier I've said first participle. First
Huh?
aorist. Earlier I've said first aorist.
First aorist. All right. You see, if you had the book now, the book would tell you that that is not first aorist. Why is this not first aorist?
Oh, all right. First of
So
all,
why
it would
is it
have
not first
theta.
aorist?
It would have
So
theta.
it's not the theta. Right. So it's not first aorist.
Yes, sir.
So it's what then? It's what?
Second, sir.
Huh?
Second aorist participle.
Is what?
Second aorist passive participle.
Okay. Again,
It
have
is
you noticed it is that second aorist? Why?
well, it's tricky, sir, because I'm not sure. The reason why I said it was first aorist at first, it's because I considered the epsilon as an augment. So if it's truly an augment, it can't be second, and if it doesn't have theta, it can't be first.
All right. I am going to get the book and let the book speak for you. To me, it looked like it's an aorist participle. But is it first aorist? It's an aorist, maybe not aorist passive.
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
It's an aorist participle, but it is not aorist passive.
Passive.
Huh?
It's not passive.
Right. Okay.
It's not passive. Well, and then we find it, sir.
You find it?
Well, if it's not passive, we can be quite sure that it is active.
Because the sentence says, when they said, look at the translation. When they said, Tauta, these things.
The apostles went away.
So who said these things?
They.
And who are the they? Is it the apostle?
No.
Okay.
Well, it could be.
Could be.
Yeah,
but
because they can finish to speak and they went away afterwards.
It says in a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun. And the subject of the main verb is different from the noun.
What does that mean when it says loosely connected? So there is no connection at all?
Loosely. In other words, what it said at first and what it said second have no connection.
Okay.
Two separate statements.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
what.
the okay. Look at number 3 now. Number 2.
Iponton, tauta, ton, mateton, oi, apostoloi, apelton. When the disciples said these things, the apostles went away.
Okay. The first sentence, oipontes, is what case?
What case?
Yeah, oipontes in the first sentence.
Genitive case.
No. Oipontes is nominative.
You said that earlier, but each time I think about nominative, I think about us.
No. But look at the endings. Es.
Yes, sir. That's
So
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's nominative. But if you
Because
notice now, look at the second sentence, it is iponton. And iponton is what?
Oiponton.
Mhm.
Wait for me, sir. Wait for me.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
I still need to get the first one. Yes, I still need to get the first one. For second
Okay.
declension,
All right.
the ending for
are you at page 108?
108?
Yeah, 108.
Yes, sir, I am now.
Okay, look at the lutentes. You see lutentes?
All right.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Wait, look at it. Look at es. That is nominative vocative. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. True.
Look at the one below there. The second oris plural again. We have talentes. You see again. That's nominative what? Vocative.
Sorry, sir. I was looking back at the declension, like first declension and second declension.
Okay. So iponton is what voice and case?
Genitive.
Singular, plural?
Plural.
Right. So here what it says, in a genitive absolute, sorry, this consists of a participle, which is iponton, with the remaining and a noun. So what is the noun here?
Mateton.
It is ton mateton. So it says the participle and the noun are pronoun in the genitive case. So notice, iponton is genitive and mateton is what?
Genitive.
Right. So the participle and the noun will be in the same what?
Case.
Case. Okay?
Yes,
if you
sir.
notice the first one is not genitive, so you know for sure that is not genitive absolute.
Yes, sir. Understand.
Right. Continue now.
Yes, sir. Now the third one is legontos autu tauta apetelon. Well, apelton. Sorry, apelton. Legontos autu tauta apelton. So this is while he was saying these things, I went away.
Okay. So while he was saying these things, I what?
I went away. So now,
notice again, in a genitive absolute, the subject of the main verb is different from the noun or pronoun. So what's the subject here in this sentence here?
Autu.
No. Appelton. Sorry, appelton is a verb. I went away.
Yeah, I believe Autu supposed to be the subject. It's a pronoun.
Okay.
They don't exactly use a noun for this one.
The pronoun. So
Yes, sir.
while he was saying what? These things, I went away.
Yeah,
There is
so
no-
Autu supposed to be the subject here.
Yes. Okay. Look at the fourth one now.
Yes, sir. Well, before we go, sir, earlier we have said that the participle and the subject supposed to be the same.
Well, the part sometimes, not all the time, but most times it is in the genitive case with a loose connection. Are you there? Freeze up.
Gone.
Come back. It come back.
Yes, sir. I was
Okay.
asking, is auto genitive, sir?
Yes, that's genitive.
All right, sir. So it works.
Okay, continue. 4 now.
But legontos was second aorist passive participle.
Legantos,
Yes, sir.
second aorist?
Yes, sir.
No. You sure? You sure it's not present? You sure that is not present participle?
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
look at lesson 20.
Lesson 20.
Yeah.
Present participle. Okay.
Page 94. No, yes, that's genitive too.
Yes, sir. It's genitive.
Yeah, so both of them are genitive.
Well, so that's what I was saying. It's tricky because
So legantos is genitive.
Yes.
And it doesn't use a noun, it uses a pronoun.
oh, this is the mistake that I've made, sir.
Yeah.
I take the ending as entos, but not as ontos. So that's why I said it was second or is passive.
So it says this construction consists of a participle and a noun or a pronoun in the genitive case. So legantos is the participle. It is genitive. Autu is the pronoun, and that is genitive.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good.
So,
Yes.
so that's what makes it a
Genitive absolute.
absolute.
Yes, sir. The fourth one.
So while he was saying these things, I went away. So the person who did the saying and the person who went away have no connection.
Yes, sir.
If it says, while he was saying these things, he went away, then you could say, well, it has a connection.
Yes,
But while
sir.
he was saying these things, I went away. There is no connection.
Yes, sir.
Okay, look at the next one now.
Aidon, auton, legonta, tauta. I saw him while he was saying these things.
Okay, I done is a participle.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what case is I done?
I don't.
Mm.
Well, I had some trouble with that one last term. I'm not sure.
Go back to lesson 20.
I don't. I'm not even. I don't think this one was in the book. Yes, sir. I'm in lesson 20 now.
Okay. What case is that?
I don't. Okay.
Is that accusative case?
No, sir.
You sure? Okay. I done. Is that an let me look at. You sure that not accusative?
It could be. Well, it could be like. No, it's not a
Could be
present.
what?
Present one.
Huh?
It's not a present.
Okay. What I done is second aorist.
Second voice.
Yes, I done. But it is not a aorist passive.
Oh.
You see, that is why you may need to get that book.
Yes, sir. I had some trouble with it. I had a sentence to translate and I found I don't, but I could not deal with it. I think Brother Max gave me the analytic to do it.
Okay. So I saw him while he was saying these what?
While he was saying these things.
So therefore, the participle and the noun are in the same case, but it is not genitive case. Yeah?
They don't have any connection.
Yeah, no, but the case is different. It is not genitive case. But for genitive absolute, you are looking at genitive absolute, the participle, the noun, or the pronoun must be in the genitive case.
Yes,
but
sir.
Aidan, autan, they are not genitive. Tauta is the demonstrative pronoun, and leganta is the participle.
Yes, sir.
So I saw him while he was saying these things. Okay, let me go back to page 20.
Lesson 20.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Okay, lesson 20. If I know anybody coming down, I'm going to see if I can get them, bring a book for you.
All right, please do, sir.
Yeah, you badly need one because to do all the analysis, it's going to be a trouble without that book. Okay, let me see. Okay, so you understand the genitive absolute?
Yes, I do.
Okay. We have okay. Continue reading then. In sentence one above. Continue.
In sentence, one above the subject of the sentence. What does that mean? In sentence.
Apostoloi, in other words, he is analyzing the sentence and tell you what is the subject in number one, and the subject is oi apostoloi, and that is in the nominative case. Oi apostoloi,
Oi apostoloi.
Yeah.
Well, I'm-
Epontes tauta oi apostoloi. That's oi apostol is the subject of the sentence. Okay.
I'm not following, sir.
Okay, continue reading again. In sentence one above, what it says.
In sentence, one above the subject of the sentence, apostoloi has a direct connection with the participle.
Okay, so notice you have oi apostoloi, which is oi apostoloi, that's the subject of the sentence. The apostles, okay? And then oi pontes is also nominative again. Continue reading.
I pontes. Oh, so this was talking about the first sentence.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, I did not understand when it says in sentence one above.
Yes.
That's I see it now. So
Uh,
apostoloi has a direct connection with the participle I pontes. When they said these things, the apostles went away. So the same apostles said these things and they went away afterward.
yes, yes.
Okay, understand. Which appears in the nominative case and is not a genitive absolute. In sentence 2, no direct grammatical connection exists between iponton and the subject of the sentence apostoloi. The ones who said and the ones who went away are different people.
Right. No connection there.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Therefore, the participle and its nouns stand absolute and are placed in the genitive case. In sentence 3, the subject of the sentence I is not connected to autu, I, and legontos autu stands as a genitive absolute. Sentence 4 does not have a genitive absolute since the participle legonta is associated with auton.
Okay. Continue now.
Yes, sir, clear enough. Accusative as the subject of the infinitive. Greek has a widely used idiom. Idiom. Greek has a widely used idiom that has the subject of a sentence or clause in the accusative case, and the verb appears as an infinitive. Some grammars refer to this as the accusative of general reference or accusative of reference, but in practice, it is a subject accusative. The following example illustrates this construction. Kai aipen pros autus
Epitumia.
Yeah, epitumia epitumesa tuto to parka.
Pasca.
Yes, pasca. Pasca graphein.
Fagain.
Oh, sorry, fagain. Fagain meth umon pro
Pro.
me patein.
Patien.
And he said to them, I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. Luke 22:50.
Continue.
So go
around.
Okay. The last phrase of this statement has the idea of reference in which the implication is before thee with reference to me to suffer. Observing the statement as a subject accusative, may is the subject of the clause and pathien is used as the main verb of the clause.
Okay. So let's say we have come to the end of. So is Woody in this class?
Yes, sir. He's supposed to be part of it, but he will not be following classes online. I have to record each of them on YouTube so he can get them.
Oh. Who else? Who else you have to call on YouTube?
Brother Roy.
Brother Roy?
Yes, sir. I mean, I'm not calling them. I'm just doing the recording and they will go and follow the classes on YouTube.
Okay. So how is the assignment going to go?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know. Probably we'll have to talk to them and find out.
Okay. I am going to give you the first 5 to do.
Okay, sir.
And the second 5 is for Woody.
All right, sir.
And then the third 5 is for Roy.
Let me take note of this, sir.
Right.
So the second for wood.
Yes.
From 6 to 10.
Yeah.
Six, 11. 11 for Brother Richard.
Yes. And the last 5 now is for us to do some practice exercise.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to make your life easy as we start. So next week for class.
Go down here.
Wait for my. All right, we can speak now.
Huh?
Yes, sir, we can speak now. Go ahead.
I'm saying the next week you will only do the vocabulary.
Oh, yes, sir.
Do you think you will have enough time to do the first 5 translation?
Let me look at them. Lesson 22. Well, I think I understand well what we have studied so far.
Okay. All right. So therefore, next week when we come, we will do the vocabulary test, and then you will submit the first 5 then.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So we end our class there, and tell Israel that he will join the next class with Solin, with Hooper.
When is that, sir?
I think supposed to be 7 to 8 this evening.
7 to 8 this evening.
Yes.
So are you going to proceed? You know, Brother Wood is not here anymore, so I'd like to know.
Huh?
I'd like to know how we are going to do that because Brother Wood is no longer here. So is it Brother Maximo is going to do it for you or?
Probably. I will talk to Solace and then I'll get back to you later.
You will talk to Brother Maxim.
No, man, I talk to Solace because sometimes I allow her to use my Zoom.
Oh, you said Solace. I thought
Yeah,
you were.
Solace. Yeah,
Oh, you
Solace.
were.
Yeah,
All
Solace.
right.
I'll talk to her and find out later.
Okay, sir.
All right, so later.
So you will. Well, Brother Israel doesn't have phone, so probably you will have to talk to me and let me know about those
And you will pass on a message to
Israel.
Israel. So what happened to Israel's phone?
It has been damaged.
What kind of phone he has?
Well, he had.
Yeah.
It was a Samsung.
Samsung.
Yes, sir.
What is the, give me the breakdown, is what a G what?
I'm not sure. He would be able to answer as he's here.
What was the question, sir?
Yeah. Give me description of your phone.
G7 Prime.
Woo! That's a big phone. G7. Okay. So is John Mark going to replace it for you?
No, sir.
So who is going to replace it for you?
I don't know. So I have to buy it, but I don't have the money yet.
Well, that's good. I mean to say you'll have less distraction from the girls. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. I'll talk with you.
All right.
All right. You take care. We talk.
All right.
All right, Brother Dunbar.
Later. Yes.